The Grassroots Leadership Conference, held November 9th and 10th, 1963, changed the lives of a collection of Detroit's most progressive activists and also the trajectory of where activism in Detroit changed for Black people. This organization included Grace Lee Boggs, James Boggs, Reverend Albert Clegg, eventually Reverend Jaramogi, Richard and Milton Henry, eventually the Obadeli brothers, Reverend Harold Hunt, Helen Kelly, Gwendolyn Kemp, Francis Knox, and Reginald Wilson. This conference was important because 1963 was such an impactful year in the struggle at the time. This was a Black Power year, a civil rights year, and so many other things were happening. And it was ripples all the way up to Detroit, from Birmingham, Alabama, witnessing the police brutality in the newspapers and on the television. And then when you see a church get bombed with 4 little girls in it, it was time to activate. It was time to hit the streets. It was time to rally, even here in the city of Detroit. After one rally received not the support that it deserved, it led to what became the Grassroots Leadership Conference.
I discovered the work of James Boggs and Grace Lee Boggs in the 1990s when I was researching African American history as a graduate student at the University of Texas. I used a lot of James Boggs' work in completing my dissertation titled Ours Too Was a Struggle for a Better World, Activist Intellectuals During the Black Power Movement. This led to me becoming a professor at the University of Michigan, where I teach African American history, and I became a member of the James and Grace Lee Boggs Center. I edited a collection of James Boggs' writings, and I continue to be inspired by them, leading to me writing a biography of the two of them, titled In Love and Struggle, The Revolutionary Lives of James and Grace Lee Boggs. I believe it's important that we commemorate the Grassroots Leadership Conference 60 years ago because of the amazing work that this group of organizers did in putting together this massive event in less than 60 days. They brought together dozens of activists from across the country to discuss, debate, and plan the movement ahead. And they brought in Malcolm X to deliver the closing speech. His speech, Message to the Grassroots, is one of, if not the most famous speeches that Malcolm X ever delivered. Join us this November as we commemorate this anniversary of the speech and the conference that occasioned it. And we look at the organizing that went into that and let it inspire us today.